Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to the AFC where we advocate for children first. We're also a channel known for our hashtags, and I definitely appreciate when people use them if they would give credit where credit is due when we do come up with something, because a lot of the terms that we use are so appropriate for these situations because these babies are being harmed at an alarming rate, and we definitely want to try to prevent some of it. And if it does happen, we definitely want to make sure and get justice on behalf of these babies because they cannot speak for themselves, nor can they defend themselves against the tyranny of their caretakers, which is also a mantra of the AFC. We also have hashtags like babies for benefits, as well as hashtag when you date thugs, you date death. You guys know I've been saying that for a long time. And matter of fact, I might start a challenge to see if somebody wants to go back into my video archives and see when was the first time I ever said that. It's been too long. It's been a long time. But that's something that we own, and I like it because we're a smaller channel, and I definitely want us to be known for representing something positive. I do not think that anybody who does criminal activity should be allowed to be parents, right? If you are actively participating in crime, I do not think you should be a parent. Why would anybody argue with that? That's why I have a hashtag the way that I do, because I believe that if a person is going to be irresponsible as a woman and date someone who is doing illicit deeds, then I think that they should be held just as equally accountable for their actions. Now, the man who police say abducted a 4-year-old girl has been booked in the Cook County Jail. Jeremy Nathaniel Brown is this red-eyed fool right here. Looks like he just smoked a whole pound of Kush and then got smacked in the face with a pole. This idiot right here is 30 years old. Jeremy Nathaniel Brown, 30 years old, was booked into the county jail Tuesday evening, June 9th, on an assault charge, jail records show. His bond has not been set yet, but he's going to have more charges on his record. I can guarantee you that. Now, earlier this evening, Cook County Sheriff Terry Gilbert said that Jeremy Brown's daughter, and let me get her a solo shot because she deserves it. This baby is such an awesome, beautiful little baby. This little girl right here, her name is Lyrik Aliana Brown. This baby was 4 months old. 4 months old. Matter of fact, to her family and friends, she was actually affectionately known as Babysita. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that. Babysita. Babysita is what they called her. But that baby was found dead. Now, there was an Amber Alert that you guys might have heard about that was issued for this baby, Lyrik Brown, after she was reportedly abducted by her own father, who was that idiot right there. She was abducted Monday evening, June 8th, according to law enforcement officials. Hashtag not my words. So don't get mad at me because I'm reading to you guys what the police said. I'm not pulling this out of my rear end. This is what the police are going to use against these people in court. For everybody who wants to say, well, DJ Just Jay, you got your facts wrong. Yous don't know what yous talking about. Matter of fact, I might have to start exposing these people in their emails for sending me that kind of bull crap. But I digress for now. Let's talk about this story. Around 3:51 p.m. Tuesday, the Gainesville, which is in Texas, Gainesville Police Department received information on the location of Jeremy Brown, which is the father of that baby. Y'all look at that baby's face. And y'all tell me, when you look at her face, let's back it up for a moment. What on earth could that baby have done that was so bad that she needed to meet her demise strapped into a baby seat and drown inside of her own father's car? If anybody has a plausible reason why a baby would deserve that and this little girl would deserve that, y'all please let me know. I don't think there's a thing in the world that this baby ever could have done to deserve what she got. Okay? Now, The Gainesville Police Department received information of the location of her father, according to a news release from GPD issued Tuesday evening, and officers were immediately dispatched to the Red River at I-35, and upon arrival, the father, that clown on the right-hand side, Jeremy Brown, was located in the river, next to an overturned vehicle that was submerged. That's according to the police, and y'all can see some of the pictures. It's a little bit small there, but you can see the pictures nonetheless. Jeremy Brown was removed from the river, and medical personnel were on the scene to assess him for any injuries. And he was taken into custody on a warrant issued earlier in the day for something unrelated to this. Bookmark that. We'll come back to it. All right. The vehicle was removed from the river, and an infant baby was located inside the vehicle, inside of a car seat. So if you guys do not understand what that means this baby was trapped. Even if this baby had the wherewithal at 4 months old to be able to climb out and try to swim out of the river, this baby was locked in place and could not do a thing about it. Imagine that. Being trapped inside of a car with your crazy ass own father. But this dude has a long history, and we're going to talk about that here in just a moment. Let me give a shout out real quick here. If Chorus 15 is in the building, I wanted to shout you out. Much love, and I appreciate you being here. And much love to everybody. If y'all would, please click that thumbs up. Please share this stream and let other people know that we're live talking about this baby girl, okay? Now, police say that the family has already been notified. Now, Gilbert said that the cause of the baby's death is pending an autopsy, but we kind of already know what happened. But there also could have been more that happened. If this baby was beat or anything like that, then we'll also hear about that as well, okay? Now, law enforcement believes that 16-week-old Lyrik Brown had been dead for hours before her body was retrieved from the river on Tuesday, according to a probable cause affidavit obtained by the Register. Let me let that marinate just for a moment. Hashtag where's the mother? Oh, we're going to get to that here in just a moment. And I'm sure mama is probably not going to be happy about what I have to say. But you know what? I just have opinions. I have thoughts. And I just think that people need to be held accountable where they make mistakes, and they need to be shown where their mistakes are in life. So that way you don't fall inside of the same pit holes in life. Okay? I'm going to read that again. Law enforcement believes that this 16-week-old baby had been dead hours before her body was retrieved from the Red River. She was dead hours before her body was found in the Red River. Yes, you heard that right. Law enforcement records state that the vehicle's condition indicates it may have been driven into a stationary object at a relatively substantial speed before entering the river and coming to a rest on its roof, completely submerged. The Volkswagen Jetta had extensive front end damage. Now that dude who's sitting there with a smirk on his face, and I want y'all to look at that face right there. If you ask me, let's go back. Let's go back for a moment. If you ask me, that dude has a smirk on his face. This is an evil person and just a horrible individual. He's always been a horrible individual, and I'm going to prove to you guys why I believe what I'm saying. Y'all notate that smirk on his face, okay? Jeremy Brown, that dude, talked to a witness, and during the conversation, he said he had wrecked his vehicle and was stuck at the river with his daughter and needed to borrow a cell phone. Jeremy Brown reportedly called his ex-girlfriend And during that conversation, the affidavit alleges he denied having his daughter and claimed to have been in a car crash. Okay? Now, the girlfriend, according to the affidavit, immediately contacted the Gainesville Police Department, or GPD, to relay the location of Jeremy Brown. The affidavit states that there was no evidence to suggest the infant's 30-year-old father, Jeremy Brown, had attempted to rescue her. Okay? The affidavit states that Jeremy Brown resisted arrest when deputies tried to detain him. That is important also. He had been subdued and handcuffed. Court records state. Now, why people resist arrest and fight the police and then wonder why the police tend to kick people's ass because they are forcefully trying to lawfully arrest somebody and they're being forcibly prevented from being able to do so. And people think that the police should not, be able to do their jobs. I don't know. It seems like the police can't do anything right at all. Here's an important part. He also reportedly made I can't pronounce this. Let me see if I can Google it real quick because I cannot pronounce this. So I'm going to be real honest. I cannot pronounce this term because I've never seen this term before. Let me look it up real quick.
Res gestae.
He also reportedly made the res gestae statement that he forgot that she was in the car. R-E-S and then G-E-S-T-A-E. Res gestae. Is that how you pronounce it?
Res gestae.
Res gestae. That term means that law enforcement officials believe the statement would be admissible as evidence in court. I've never even heard of that term before. R-E-S-G-E-S-T-A-E. Maybe some of you guys have heard of that term before. Let me give a shout out real quick. Valencia Simpson sent in a $5 super chat. So Valencia, if you are listening, I want to say thank you very much. And also, I'm not sure if she wants me to read her name or not. Let me see real quick in PayPal. Let me make sure. Pull up. Okay. I just got in a PayPal. And I want to say, if you're listening, I want to say thank you very much. I did get that, and I wanted to thank you. You know who you are. Thank you very, very, very much. Let's keep going. Now, Jeremy Brown, the father, was taken to North Texas Medical Center at 1900 Hospital Boulevard before he was booked into Cook County Jail on a third-degree felony assault charge from the GPD, according to Sheriff Terry Gilbert. The vehicle was retrieved, and that's when officials found Lyrik Brown's body still in the back seat of the Jetta. The assault charge Brown faces stems from an altercation reported to police Monday when officers responded to the 700 block of North Howard Street around for a disturbance. Hashtag where's the biological mother? Well, here she is. Upon arrival, officers spoke to an 18-year-old Gainesville resident and Lyrik Brown's mother, Karina Ortiz, K-A-R-I-N-A, Ortiz, O-R-T-I-Z. That's the biological mother. I don't have a picture of her, and I don't think it's necessary to put a picture up of her, but that's who it is. I want you guys to also notate that the biological mother is 18 years old. She's 18 years old. In the state of Texas, you're considered to be at age of consent at age 18. Other states are different. I know in Oklahoma, I believe it's actually 16, but nonetheless, it's the number varies in each state. She's 18 years old, and that dude, let's go back, that guy right there, the biological father, is 30 years old. It's legally fine, but that's a huge gap in age from dealing with an 18-year-old who's either still in high school or just got out of high school and somebody who is 30 years old. There's a big difference there as far as their mental state at that point, in my personal opinion. Karina Ortiz is the biological mother of the baby. She told police that she was riding in a gray 2011 Volkswagen Jetta with her boyfriend, identified as Jeremy Brown, and their daughter, which is the baby in question. That's baby Sita. Police reported that she and Brown got into an argument that escalated into a physical altercation. I'm going to say that again. Police reported that her and the baby dad got into an argument that ended up getting physical. The woman told police that she was able to get out of the Volkswagen during the attack. Brown then, the father, also got out of the vehicle and continued the assault on his 18-year-old baby mom. I've asked this question before and people have gotten really mad at me, and I don't know if you guys are going to get mad at me tonight or not. I don't know. We got 294 people watching. If y'all would, please click that thumbs up. Our goal is 300 thumbs up. That doesn't cost a thing to just click that thumbs up. But thank you to everybody that's already done so. That helps our algorithm. So please, guys, get those thumbs up for us, please. Here's my question that might get me in trouble. How is it that you have your daughter in the car, you get into a verbal spat with this man, then it turns into a physical altercation, you get out of the car, leaving your baby in the car, he gets out of the car to continue whooping your ass, then he's able to drive off with y'all's child in the car. Oh man, I can already feel the hate coming through the screen right now. Just hate. I know some people out there that hate that I even brought that up. I'm going to say it and I'm going to make it real transparent for you. Your daughter is 4 months old. She cannot speak for herself, nor can she defend herself. And it's funny how we have a lot of mothers out there, hashtag not all, but you have a lot of mothers out there that say that they will willingly trade places with their kids if something bad were to happen. Or you have mothers that say, I would give my life and my last breath for my child. But we have seen a number of situations that I've reported on my channel that would actually dispute that. Okay, let me explain what I mean. We have had situations where mothers have been shot at, they take off and they run and they leave their kids behind. Many situations that I personally have reported stories on. But y'all want to get mad at me for even just bringing that to your attention? I don't understand why you would get mad that I bring it up. What is that 4-month-old baby supposed to do knowing that her father is enraged and you just left her in the car? I'm just asking a question. I'm just simply asking a question. Because for me, as a father, there is no limit to what I would do to protect my daughter. There is no amount of danger that I will risk on my physical body for the sake of protecting my daughter. I just can't accept that somebody would date an asshole and then be surprised that that person acts just like an asshole and a thug. Hashtag when you date thugs, you date death. Where did that hashtag come from? Oh, that's right. It came from the AFC. That's an AFC hashtag. Hashtag when you date thugs, you date death. What does that mean? Again, to reiterate, that means if you know that you have somebody who is a criminal and they do criminal things, they're living a criminal lifestyle, then you should not be procreating with them. Do not bring children into that situation. If you like dating dangerous ass dudes, then I would suggest get your tubes tied, get on some birth control, don't have any kids. So that way, if you get your ass whooped, then at least you didn't involve a kid. Because maybe you just like this strange element of danger. Huh? Let me say that again. Maybe you like the potential of violence, but your baby doesn't. Your baby doesn't deserve that. And I think that with so many different forms of birth control and preventative measures to prevent from having a child in 2020 and 2019 and before that, then there is absolutely no reason. There is no reason to date a thug and produce children by said thug. Heller. Huh? If you are here listening to this story, and if you don't want to hear my commentary, just Google the story and you can go listen to the news videos. The only people that should be here is people who are here to hear my thoughts and my commentary and hear what the AFC has to say about this. If you are here to just listen to the news story, then you're in the wrong place, because last time I checked, this is not a news station. At least I thought. Maybe I am a news station. Maybe I'm on some type of payroll. Maybe I'm on a yearly salary that maybe I haven't found out about. Maybe there's somebody out there paying my yearly salary at some news station company. Maybe I need to go check on that. I don't know. But let's keep going. The mom got out of the car, which leaves the baby in the car. That's exactly what happened. After the reported assault, police say that Brown got back into the car and drove off with the infant in the car. Now, here's why I call him a thug, if anybody wants to challenge me on this. Brown, the father, has a long criminal history, which you guys can also Google search. This clown has a long criminal history dating back to 2009. Huh? 2009, which includes charges of engaging in organized criminal activity. That sounds like a gang activity, I'm assuming. Possession or delivery of drug paraphernalia, firearms smuggling, and aggravated assault. Cook County records indicate. Hashtag not my words. If you want to get mad at me, get mad at Cook County for putting your information out there. But here's the catch. That was in 2009. So that was 11 years ago. So ask this question. How old would this 18-year-old mother would have been in 2009? Let's put this in a proper perspective. In 2009, this dude would have been 19 years old. He would have been the age pretty much where the mom is now. The mom would have been 7 years old. Now, in 2009, if he was doing all of this crime, what do you guys think the chances are that he is a completely different person in 11 years? When he's still whooping chicks' asses, still committing assaults. The likelihood of him not participating in organized crime anymore is not real likely. He probably still is doing those things. So here's my point. That means prior to them getting together, this woman had time and probably knows that the internet works, because this generation of people, let's see, the internet has been around, I don't know, for a long time. I don't know really when this mobile internet thing first started. I know that they came out with text messaging back in 2005. And then the internet kind of came on cell phones shortly after that. But all I'm saying is that it's real easy to do a Google search, do a background check, and find out who you're dating if you don't know. Why are you producing kids by somebody if you don't even know that they have a criminal record? Can anybody explain that to me? I've been encouraging people, no matter whether a background check is free or whether it costs money, if you're going to create a child by anybody, if you're going to date anybody, if you're going to give up your precious bodies, ladies, to any of these dudes, just because you think that they cute and you like a little roughness with a guy, it's really usually good to do a background check to make sure that you're not laying in bed with a freaking axe murderer, huh? Seems like that'd be common sense. Why would you not want to know who you're truly laying down with? Because if you're just talking to somebody and kicking it, I'm pretty sure that they're not going to volunteer some information like that and be like, yeah, I meant to tell you, yeah, I used to sell drugs real heavily. Yeah, I'm in this gang, and yeah, I shot at people and doing drive-bys, and yeah, I used to push major weight. What man do you think is going to tell you that kind of information? A man is only going to tell you enough to get what it is that he wants from you. Ladies, yes? How many of y'all know that these men lie out there? Do any ladies, are any of y'all familiar with men that lie? Men that cheat? Men that deceive? Men who only want you for one thing and one thing only? How many of you women have ever been with a man who's controlling? Is it starting to resonate a little bit now? Sometimes it is good. Matter of fact, all the time, it's good to do a background check on anybody who you're going to have any type of relationship with. That's one to grow on right there. Okay? He has an extensive criminal history that dates back 11 years. And court records show that the father, right there, Jeremy Brown, had talked multiple times in the past about wrecking his vehicle into something to take his own life. Had tried to kill himself at least once by driving into a stationary object, and had on at least one previous occasion assaulted a former girlfriend by trying to drown her in the Red River near the bridge. Wow. So you mean to tell me they were able to find out all of this stuff, and you mean to tell me that the mom, Karina Ortiz, didn't know about any of this at all? She didn't know any of this. She was just clueless about all of this stuff. This dude is what they call a career criminal. If she didn't know about any of this, then I don't know what they're teaching you in school. I really don't. You can't even do some basic research to find out that this dude is out whooping ass. Anyway, the investigation into this baby, Lyrik Brown's death, is underway, according to Gilbert. Jeremy Brown was served a warrant Wednesday for capital murder of a child under 10 years of age, Gilbert said. And if convicted, he could face the death penalty, because I told you guys in Texas, we have these super aggravated laws which treat criminals that hurt children way more harsh than a lot of other states do. And I like that. That's a good thing. That's a great thing. Now, his bond for murder and assault is $1.25 million. $1.25 million. Jail records show Thursday, June the 11th, but it's unclear whether he has an attorney or not. But here's what I'm curious about, real quick. How does he get a $1.25 million bond, but Robin Howington, that lady that we talked about on the show yesterday, shot her own 5-year-old daughter in the chest and lied on 3 to 4 other people and tried to pin the murder on them, but she got a $500,000 bond? How does that make any sense? You take a gun and you shoot your own kid in the chest, but you get a $500,000 bond. I don't really understand that. But anyway, I love this picture of baby Sita. That's Lyrik Aliana Brown. Beautiful, beautiful baby girl, man. Let me go ahead and give you guys the fair usage and let you guys hear the news videos. Let's get it. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. Yes, 18 years of age is young, but apparently she's old enough to have kids, so she's also old enough to do a background check. I'm just saying. Let's get it.
The old Gainesville girl was found dead after authorities issued an Amber Alert for her yesterday. News 12's Braylee McCoy spoke with family friends about how they're mourning the loss.
You watch someone go through 9 months of pregnancy to have this precious little baby, and she was the first one in our friend group to have a baby, so it was like, oh, we're all going to spoil her. We're happy about her being here, and it's really hurt bad.
Arius Laney and Cat Creeks are close friends with 3-month-old Lyrik's mom, Karina Ortiz.
She was like a sister to me. We played on the same basketball team. We shared a lot of stuff together.
An Amber Alert was issued Tuesday morning for baby Lyrik, who was last seen with her father, Jeremy Brown. Tuesday afternoon, deputies found Brown on the Red River border between Texas and Oklahoma, next to a car that was submerged in the water. When they pulled the overturned car out, they found Lyrik dead in a car seat.
She was a happy baby.
She was so happy.
Always happy. You sang, she loves when people sang to her, and
so much hair.
Yeah, a lot of hair, and happy little baby, the happiest thing in the world, and it gave you something to live for.
She never cried.
Never, ever.
Lyrik's body was taken to a medical examiner in Dallas for an autopsy. Brown was booked into the Cook County Sheriff's Office, where he's being held without bond on assault charges and capital murder of a person under the age of 10.
I was at work and I just collapsed. It was awful. My mom had called me and told me. I just kept thinking it wasn't real, and I was going to go over there and see her.
But Laney and Creeks immediately got to work finding ways to help the family.
We're going to make shirts, and shirts will be $20, and our shirts will go to Karina's family for the memorial of Lyrik.
Creeks says there's also a benefit account set up at First State Bank, a meal train to help the family, and there will be a prayer vigil on Friday at 7 p.m. at the Gainesville Farmers Market. Links to donate will be on the KXII website and app. In Gainesville, Braylee McCoy, News 12.
Let me give a shout out to that girl's classmates, those young girls, because I know that they look tall and grown, but they're still kind of relatively young women. But I do want to give them a shout out for not just opening up a GoFundMe and just saying, let's let the floodgates open, because these parents are having children without having any life insurance for their kids, like death is never going to occur. But I do want to give them a shout out for the fact that they're doing what they got to do, creating t-shirts and selling t-shirts to try to raise funds and money. I can totally respect that. So big kudos to those young ladies, those young women, okay? Just want to make sure I throw that out there. And if my guy Last Chance is listening, I just got your PayPal in, bro. Thank you for supporting the AFC and our channel, man. It's not a me thing. It's a we thing. And I thank you, Last Chance. If you're out there listening, brother, thank you so much for your donation. Got a few more videos. Let's keep going.
The city of Gainesville came together to show their support for the family of the 3-month-old girl who died earlier this week after police say she was found dead inside her father's car.
That's right, and her father, Jeremy Brown, is now facing capital murder charges. News 12's Nina Quattrino spoke with community members and family friends who organized the vigil.
Down here celebrating the life of Lyrik Aliana Brown. We lost her tragically this week. We're down here working on selling t-shirts. The proceeds from the t-shirts does go to the family.
Community members rallied together tonight for a vigil in support of 3-month-old Lyrik Aliana Brown. Police say an Amber Alert was issued early Tuesday morning, just hours before they found the infant's body inside Jeremy Brown's car, submerged in the Red River.
You hear about it so much in other states and other big towns that it's like we're here in little Gainesville, and it wasn't something that you ever thought would happen here.
Nicolette Mackey is neighbors with Lyrik's mom. She says she can't believe any of this could happen. Mackey hopes tonight will open the community's eyes to domestic violence.
There's someone that is in need of help, to know that there's people here that can support you and want to help, so we're not here again in 3 months or a year.
So they held a vigil at the Gainesville Farmers Market, where they sang, released balloons, and prayed together, showing that there is hope in this tragic loss of life.
Known the family pretty much my whole entire life, and I'm just here doing what we do. You know, Gainesville's a small town. We all come together. We have a slogan say, it's what we do, and this is what we do. We come together as a family, and we help one another at time of need.
Reporting in Gainesville, Nina Quattrino, News 12.
I sincerely hope, let me see if I can back it up. I think I missed it. Let me see if I can find it.
The vigil at the Gainesville Farmers Market,
You're bigger than the problems I face.
where they sang released balloons.
Yes, they did. Oh my gosh. Let me ask you guys a question about these balloon releases real quick. Let me take a pause for the cause and give a shout out to Soldier Girl for upgrading her channel membership. Soldier Girl, if you're listening, sister, upgraded to the premiere, and I want to say thank you so much. And also let me give a shout out to Dina De Rosa, who just joined the channel membership, and I want to say thank you as well, and took on the leap of faith on our channel. Thank you so much, Dina. Definitely appreciate you, and welcome to the AFC, where we spend all of our time advocating for these babies first. They are our #1 priority. I don't want people to get mad at me about what I said about the mom, or about the dad, or about the cousin, about the grandma, about the neighbor. Don't worry about that stuff. Worry about the children first, because it's crazy how people will send me emails and get mad and they don't mention nothing about the kids at all. And I think that's a little bit strange. I think we need to put children first. What do y'all think? The chat is open. Y'all can be honest with me. I personally think that children need to be put first. Okay? Let me also give a shout out to Mimi Just Mimi, who sent in a $2 super chat. So Mimi, if you're listening, I want to say thank you very much. All these balloons. Let me ask you guys a question. If y'all were to take all of those balloons, and let's just say instead of balloons, those were cups of water or something like that, and you guys were standing out there in that yard and you said you wanted to pay homage to pay homage to the memory of that baby, and you took those, let's say styrofoam cups or rubber cups, let's say in this case because they're balloons, took those cups and threw them out there in that yard and just left them and say RIP to the baby, like we're just showing love for the baby. Would that be acceptable to take all those rubber cups and throw them in somebody's yard, or leave them right there on the ground and just be like, hey, it's in memory of a baby? Because essentially what you're doing is you're allowing helium litter to go everywhere. And those are hundreds and hundreds of balloons. Please stop doing balloon releases, people. You're just literally putting trash everywhere, and I don't understand how you can get a ticket for throwing a freaking piece of paper out the window, but you don't get no ticket for throwing all those balloons into the air that's going to literally litter every place imaginable. I just think it's weird. Stop doing balloon releases. If you love these kids, light some candles. Sheesh.
An Amber Alert out of Gainesville says an abducted newborn is believed to be in grave danger. Lyrik Brown weighs 15 pounds with a birthmark behind her right knee. She was last seen wearing a yellow onesie with hearts and flowers. The suspect is identified as 30-year-old Jeremy Brown. He drives a gray 2011 Volkswagen Jetta. If you have information, please call Gainesville Police.
Matter of fact, Miss Nisi said, babies' lives matter. Miss Nisi, you will be proud to know that I stayed up late last night and I actually put on the Spreadshirt website, which is in the description box of this video. I actually made a t-shirt, a couple t-shirt designs with the Babies Lives Matter. So if y'all want those, we got Babies Lives Matter t-shirts as well as AFC t-shirts. And we also have hashtag Date Thugs, Date Death t-shirts. A lot of our hashtags we actually have as t-shirts now. And if I'm missing any, matter of fact, we're going to have a Stop Releasing Balloons t-shirt soon. I think we need to start doing that. If y'all want me to make a t-shirt like that, let me know. Because these people are getting absolutely ridiculous. 1,000 balloons are just going to litter every place you can think of. It's just crazy.
An Amber Alert is now issued for 3-month-old Lyrik Aliana Brown. Police believe she was taken by her father, 30-year-old Jeremy Nathaniel Brown. Lyrik weighs 15 pounds. She was last seen.
Let's take a pause. Gabby said balloon releases are the least of our problems. Actually, no, it's not. I want you to think about this. Balloons can actually cause power outages. So let's think about this, Gabby. I want you to think about this, my love. Okay? And y'all go light on Gabby because I think she might be new here to our channel. But I want you to do a little research, and I want you to look and Tanya, baby, I want you to hear me also. Do some research and look at how much wildlife that balloons kill, and also look at how many power outages that balloons can actually cause. So imagine, what if your grandmother was on life support and was staying at the house and somebody cuts their power because they release balloons? What if somebody were on a breathing machine at home if you have elderly parents? Well, here we have this COVID-19 thing. What if somebody is at home depending on that electricity at home and their electricity gets cut just because you miss a baby and you end up killing 2 or 3 people behind that because they lost their electricity? It's really hot outside. What if somebody suffers from, let's say, heat exhaustion at home because they lost electricity and they had to wait 2.5 hours for the power company to come out and fix something that we could have prevented by simply not trashing our environment? Let's not even talk about how many animals we kill. Huh? Where's PETA at when you need him? Where's PETA at to come out and release a statement and say, yes, these balloons are killing wildlife? All I'm doing is just asking for you ladies to think about that. It's okay that you posted it, but just think about it, because we're doing, you can't say that something happened bad to a baby, so we're going to go kill animals and we're going to go cut people's electricity and we're going to go litter our communities. That's not a good thing, right? It's the same concept that I'm trying to explain to people when these injustices happen to people in our community, like your George Floyds. That don't mean you go burn down a CVS, you go fuck up a Walmart. You don't turn around and go break into local people's businesses. That don't mean you go kill local business owners because they're trying to protect their business that they had to go get a $2 million business loan for. He deserves to get his ass kicked because he didn't want you to go destroy his business that he's worked his entire life for. Heller, you gotta see deeper. I know, sweetheart, and I thank you for that. Thank you, Gabby. Say you didn't think that far. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, love. I promise you I'm not mad at you, but a lot of times I'm addressing more than just to you with what I'm saying. I'm addressing that to a wider audience because more people are listening. Maybe somebody else thought exactly what you thought. But it actually does a lot of harm to the environment. It does more harm than we know. Candles are a hell of a lot more simple. They usually won't stay burning for very long, even especially like the tea light candles. If you get those, you can still show respect and love and memory to these babies. And tea light candles are really, really easy to clean up. Even if you just dropped them all on the ground, you can still pick all of those up all in one little area, and you haven't harmed any other portion of the environment. So maybe I need to explain that a little bit more. Like I said, I think sometimes like I understand things, but maybe I haven't explained them to where other people be like, oh, I get what you're saying. So bring back candle vigils. Maybe we need to use that as a hashtag. Bring back candle vigils. I like that, Crestline. Thank you. We might need to start using that. Let me see. Maria F. Maria, first name Maria, last name F, sent in a Cash App and said, keep up the good work. And I wanted to say thank you very much. If you are listening, thank you very much. I did get your Cash App, so thank you. All right, let's keep going, guys. But I thought you brought up a great point because more people were probably thinking that. So let's keep going.
An Amber Alert is now issued for 3-month-old Lyrik Aliana Brown. Police believe she was taken by her father, 30-year-old Jeremy Nathaniel Brown. Lyrik weighs 15 pounds. She was last seen wearing a yellow onesie with hearts and flowers. Jeremy Brown is 5 feet 11 inches tall, 181 pounds. Was last seen wearing khaki shorts, a black shirt with a Chicago Bulls decal, and black and white Nike shoes. Gainesville police say he's driving a 2011 Volkswagen Jetta with Texas temporary tags 55432B6. Brown was last heard from in Gainesville. Police believe the baby is in grave or immediate danger. Anyone with any information is asked to call the Gainesville Police Department. That number is 940-668-7777. Katie Johnston for CBS 11 News.
You guys see that we are really big on our hashtags over here. You guys got to protect our hashtags. So if you see people in other channels and other areas on YouTube, if they use our hashtags, just make sure and tell them, like, hey, show some love to the AFC. We're a small channel. We're not really that well known, but I think we come up with some great hashtags. But we're a small channel, though. So But thank you guys for that. Hashtag bring back candle vigils. Let's keep going. Is it gonna go? Let me see.
Thank you, Nick. Well, there is an Amber Alert this morning for a missing infant from Gainesville. That is just north of Dallas. Gainesville police say 3-month-old Lyrik Brown was last seen wearing a yellow onesie with hearts and flowers on it. They are looking for a man named Jeremy Brown who may be connected to the abduction. Police say he is driving a gray Volkswagen Jetta with a temporary license plate with the tag number of 55432B6.
What do y'all want to bet that that's his girlfriend's car and not his car? I have a bad feeling about that. Now, I know she's only 18, but I seriously doubt if he has that much legal trouble, if he has a license to be able to drive and insurance. I seriously doubt if he does. Hashtag send prayers up, not balloons. I like that one too. I like that one too.
If you have any information, call the Gainesville Police Department at 940-668-7777.
An Amber Alert is now issued for 3-month-old Lyrik Aliana Brown. Police believe she was taken by her father, 30-year-old Jeremy Nathaniel Brown. Lyrik weighs 15 pounds. She was last seen wearing a yellow onesie with hearts and flowers. Jeremy Brown is 5 feet 11 inches tall, 181 pounds. Was last seen wearing khaki shorts, a black shirt with a Chicago Bulls decal, and black and white Nike shoes. Gainesville police say he's driving a 2011 Volkswagen Jetta with Texas temporary tags 55432B6. Brown was last heard from in Gainesville. Police believe the baby is in grave or immediate danger. Anyone with any information is asked to call the Gainesville Police Department. That number is 940-668-7777.
Well, they've already caught him. I got a new hashtag for y'all. Pixie Chick made me think of it. Our new hashtag is hashtag make a t-shirt, not a mess. How about that? And guys, if y'all are in the chat, if you have thoughts, you can still post your thoughts. I don't want y'all to think that I'm trying to attack you for speaking your thoughts in the chat, but sometimes y'all do make me think about things that maybe I need to explain a little bit better. One of our new hashtags is hashtag make a t-shirt, not a mess. Make a shirt, not a mess. Make a shirt, not a mess. Stop doing balloon vigils. Who cares who car it is? I'm throwing it out. Well, the reason I'm throwing that out there, Mike, is because we actually had a story that if the girlfriend hadn't given the boyfriend in Chicago access to a vehicle for them to go do a drive-by on somebody, then it actually would have actively prevented a child from being dead. So who the car belongs to, especially if there's a criminal who's not supposed to have access to be able to drive a car, it does make a difference. It actually does make a difference. But let me go ahead and give you guys my closing thoughts real quick. Guys, I gotta tell y'all, I absolutely love that picture of this baby. She takes some really good photos. She looks like a good baby. That's Babycita Lyrik Aliana Brown. What a beautiful, innocent soul. She seemed like a happy baby. And this could have been somebody who could have brought so much joy to the world. This could have been somebody who could have made some awesome inventions. This baby could have stopped a world war. There's so much that this baby could have done if given the opportunity to just grow up. And too many times, I believe, in my personal opinion, that we focus more on grown people and adults than we do on focusing on our children, our babies, our most defenseless citizens of the United States of America. I think that children need more focus, and I think that we need to also protect them a lot better. Like I said, I know the mom might not like the words that I used and how I described it and maybe how she's viewed in this story, but I think that that's one thing that we are missing, is we're missing that accountability, and that's definitely one thing that fathers bring in the households, right? Fathers bring accountability. This is not a father. This is a thug. That's a criminal. He's not a father. He's not a dad. He is a thug. Hashtag when you date thugs, you date death, and this dude caused all kind of destruction And it's not even worth having him breathe oxygen anymore. He needs to be up out of here. And I hope that Texas courts do the right thing and go ahead and put an end to that dude. He has no more reason to be on this earth. He's done enough death and destruction for many, many lifetimes. All right, get him up out of here. To the mom, you're young, 18 years old, probably going on 19 years old. Mom, you're young, and you can never get your baby back. And I understand that, and I know it probably hurts. You could never get that precious soul back. In this lifetime, if you ever think about procreating again, I beg you and I ask you to please, number one, if you get involved with any man, do a background check. Take it seriously. And if that person is not a reputable person, being a law-abiding citizen, then they're probably not worth dating, especially if you already have some incidents with domestic violence. And they're even less worth procreating with. Don't make babies by any dudes like this. Please be proactive and do your background check. Don't ask, where can you get a free background check? If they charge, make sure that you invest in yourself. So one of the most important things you could do, whether you're running a business or running a household, is make an investment in yourself. Make an investment in your future, okay? Learn from people like us, the elders, the older people who have seen death, who have seen a lot of things in life, and we want to encourage people to do better, okay? I think that people who have already been there and done that and have seen things are the best teachers to be able to teach these people to do better and not fall in these same pitfalls and pit holes, okay? I want to say rest in peace. I want to get this baby's picture back up here. I want to get her picture back up here. Lyrik Aliana Brown, Baby Sita, young princess, R.I.P. You deserved to grow up and be something great. Okay. Thank you guys for listening to this stream. I'm DJ Just J. We are the AFC. This is not a me thing. This is a we thing. Okay? From my heart to yours, I love you guys. Y'all have a great night, and we'll see you guys on the next stream. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Share this story. Don't be afraid to speak out. If you see something, say something. Report it, and let's get these people held accountable for their actions, okay? I'll see y'all on the next stream. Peace.